Now, as reactions continue to trail the current flood situation that has forced many residents in Lokoja and its environs in Kogi out of their homes, the Bishop of Lokoja Diocese, His Grace Most Reverend Egbunu, has visited some of the affected places. Reports say that the natural disaster has affected 9 local government areas of the state, which are along the rivers Niger and Benue, namely Lokoja, Kogikoto, Ajaokuta, Ofu, Igalamela, Odolu, Basa, Ida, Ibaji, and Omala respectively. And this has also caused a hike in transport fares and a further increase in the price of food. And now joining us live via Zoom to discuss this issue is the Bishop of Diocese of Lokoja, His Grace Most Reverend Dr. Egbunu. Your Grace, as we commiserate with your diocese and the entire people of Lokoja on this particular issue of flooding, it is quite disturbing, Your Grace, because we have seen visuals of what is happening in Lokoja, and report says you've visited some of the affected, or if not most of the affected areas. What can you tell us from your visit, and how is the church affected by all of this?
Well, thank you very much. The situation is such that even where there are forecasts, nobody really expects the magnitude. We have thought that what happened 10 years ago in 2012 would have prepared us for what this is. This makes a child's play of that. And it's a situation where houses are submerged. In rural places, for instance, where there are mud houses, those have simply melted. But even more critical is that farmlands have been overrun. People who have farmed rice or cassava are just awaiting harvest not long from now. Suddenly find that they're all covered with water, there's nothing to look forward to. Businesses also, some church buildings, one of the places, understand people were going in Kano as well. However difficult it is, they still want to go to church on Sunday. Schools, roads, so much so that now when you see dark clouds of rain, you're not thinking of a comfortable, cool weather, but you're frightened, as it were. Yes, the flood comes from upstream, but this has necessitated relocation from people's houses to squats. The house owner becomes a squatter, and that also means we must rehabilitate. We must rehabilitate these people in some way, because they have lost things, and you just must find a way of bringing relief in their situation. But in doing all of this, we just want to inspire hope in people to know that God is in charge in all of this. God is shelter in the time of storm. But surely it's not easy, because people are looking at a blank future to say, so where do we go next? I must say that we felt encouraged that the Prime Minister called us, and the chairman of the relief committee has called, and the Prime Minister has definitely expressed concern and stretched out some helping hands to us. It's just the kind of situation you don't know where it ends. The statistics and reports reaching us in one large area, as many as 60 people affected in another 6, in another 15, and you really don't know where to begin.
Okay, so Your Grace, of course, we know that a church is doing something. Of course, your visit is should be part of what church is doing. But are there more of what church is doing to help the victims of this natural disaster? And of course, what's your advice to the government and the victims as well?
Thank you. Sure. As a caring church, something is being done. I visited the places that were accessible, and some of the places that are not readily accessible. Our clergymen have sent us photos of those places. But we're just trying to see whatever help we can give at this time is really a drop in the ocean. What do you do for somebody who has lost his house? But yes, we are trying to see can mobilize food items, clothing to send to these people as a kind of stopgap in what definitely will be a frightening time ahead. The government, if there's anything, yes, it's true that people are campaigning now, but if anything, this is the time to prove that you care for the people, because if you're not there in our time of need, how are we sure that when times are normal, you'll be there? So we do need the government to come in and look at the displaced people and places that are upland, schools or other places that have not been overtaken should be we should be able to see the government going there to provide something. Because the thing about some of these places is that when you go there, it's not only your members who are there. So if you make provision only for your members, you go there, you find that there are other people, Christians, Muslims, children. Where do you begin? Are you going to exclude others? That's why the government must come in beyond what the church efforts are. And we really, really are hoping that this will not be made a political issue, but a humanitarian challenge to us.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Grace.